welcome to our Starfinder stream. My name is Kenny. My pronouns are he, they. Yeah, we're going to play some Starfinder today. And with me is our fabulous cast. Steph, why don't you go?
Hello, I'm Steph. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Navu Paleglade, whose pronouns are she, they.
Hi, I'm PB, and today I'm playing Yi, the Yosoki shooter person. What is it? Spacefarer operative.
Hello, I'm Miyu. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Major Tom, whose pronouns are also whatever the hell you want to use, because he has evolved beyond your concepts of gender.
Nice. And
which is how they and Navu get along.
Below Miyu is Kelric. Hi, Kelric.
Hello. So I'm Kelric. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing Thrani Ecos, dude. And my pronouns are like totally he, him, because it's all stellar, whatever.
We are in our second half of a battle against a space whale, a fire-breathing space whale. At which moment...
don't question the physics.
Don't think about it too hard.
No.
Major Tom has just pushed a system in order to give the galactic destroyer, Hoopty, a little bit more power to move forward and engage with the space whale. In doing so, A-Hole kind of pops into your headset and says, if you're doing this, let's do it.
Yes, that is spirit, A-Hole. Let's do it!
All right. And you hear a mental calculation happening. You go boop, 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 boop. And on your console comes up an image of the shields, and they start getting red. And then your shields kind of go down.
I have rerouted shield power. We will now fly into whale and blast from the inside. Ha ha! Take that!
So you get CP, but you also have downed shields to deal with.
Okay. So our shields are down, but I have now, so we get charisma mod +1, so that's 4 extra CP.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see, what else can the captain do? Captain is going to...
That is pie hole.
I might would deal with the crisis, but I feel like that's kind of...
If you're dealing with a crisis, that's the only thing you can do that turn.
Right, okay.
You can't cause and deal with a crisis.
Okay, so I have caused a crisis, and what other awesome actions can we do? Alright, support... You know what? A support gunnery. Oh yeah, okay, I support comms. So usual order engineering with A-Hole keeping everything running, captain, and then bridge, comms,
and
gunnery.
As soon as the system goes down, you hear A-Hole kind of just muttering, I only have so many nodes. They say, keep on flying. I keep on flying. They want the shields up too? Figure it out.
Actually, I just realized I don't need the CP. So if you want to change who you're supporting. Because handling a crisis is 0 CP.
Right. Okay. Then in that case, who wants Major Tom's support?
I think
I feel
the hell.
Okay, I am supporting gunnery by pinging targets. We make sure we fire all the weapons.
So how many CP do you all have now?
6.
We started with 6, right? No, it just rolls over.
Yep.
We started with 1.
Or 1, okay.
We got the extra 1 for engineering doing their duty, and then the Into the Fire took us up to 6.
So, like, Captain, I hear you, but I'm not going in a whale's mouth without shields. And honestly, okay, I know that piloting's not your thing, but so they're just trying not to get hit again. So I'm gonna try and position us so that you can like blow them wide open or something.
So you can wail on them?
Yeah, totally wail on them. So I will again be doing strategic position to hopefully nullify their evasive maneuver. That is going to be a 31.
Oh yeah, you're the whale is only doing their evasive action, and the way that they're moving, you're totally able to sync up your piloting with theirs to keep your targeting on point.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Major Tom is like physically deflating at their station. But I wanted to go into the fire.
Keep the shields down, and there will be fire.
Can I take a personal action real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. As I realize what's happening here, I'm gonna cast Life Bubble on myself, just because I think Captain's actions are a little frightening.
Describe Life Bubble. What is that?
Life Bubble is a spell that encases a target within a 1-inch breathable atmosphere for themselves. So like I could be thrown out of the ship and I have 24 hours of this spell keeping me alive unless I starve or dehydrate or hit something.
Nice.
So
Okay.
this big shimmery like shield pops up.
No. It's not like a big shimmery thing. It's, you may see over my armor like it looks like I've put like glitter on it, but it's just like a real subtle sheen.
A-hole
I
kind
get
of
the feeling this is not the first time we've watched you do that.
No, it is not, because this is not the first time we have gone into battle like this. Oh no.
A-hole pops on. So much trust in everyone here. Which group goes next?
Navu is going to roll their eyes. All right, A-hole, let me fix this, and going to try and get the shields back up. So I imagine that it's a computer's roll.
Let's see here. So dealing with a crisis. Relevant skill check. Computers will work, or engineering.
I'm gonna go with the one where I have numbers and.
Ooh.
That 22, do ya?
Yeah, absolutely. You describe what you're doing and how you deal with this crisis.
Navu goes into the systems because, as we discussed, it's probably not the first time. And knowing what ones they don't need in a crisis like this, like power doesn't need to be going to quarters right now. It is just kind of like creatively shutting down certain areas of the ship, since we're in the bridge right now, and that and propulsion and shields are more important. So
Navu pulls up Task Manager and starts killing processes.
absolutely they do.
I think A-hole comes on. Remember the last time you turned the fridge off? It ended in a lot of science experiments.
Thank you. I do not consume your flesh food. Turns back on the kitchen. Or just specifically turns back on the fridge.
No. Turn off fridge. Last time we had many days of fun. Many fungus grow.
Like
Grow fungus in another way.
Totally keep the fridge on, please. I have a tomato in there.
All right. Next group.
Gunnery, you have 6 command points and assistance from your captain.
Oh my gosh. Are you?
Pull it into little tiny whale smithereens.
I am going. All right, fire all the guns, and so I'm just gonna again reposition myself and get ready to go bang bang as usual.
Okay.
It only costs 1 command point for first time you fire all guns.
Oh my gosh, you are spoiling me.
Can ye do that action multiple times?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So the first roll does not hit. The second one does. And so let's call that the coil gun. So that's going to be the D8.
Okay. A 3, man, that hit that corner hard.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think that the trajectory that the ship took, it kind of swooped in, and some of the shots kind of ping on the side of the whale. And you do notice that their shields are still down, so your hits go through, but you don't get anything critically damaged.
Hell yeah.
All right, and on our second wave through, I go audibly. I audibly do that.
Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
A 17 and a 19.
So roll the 2d4 damage first. Okay, -1. Got you. Pew, pew. All right, the 19 does critically damage a system, so roll a d6. If you get a 6, we're gonna roll again.
Is it D6 or D8?
D6.
Okay.
My head again.
4. So you your shots hit one of the augments that's on the outside, and you notice the tail just like spasm as the ship, or as the whale, kind of rocks in space, and you can kind of deduce that their engines took a hit, and are not just glitching now, they are malfunctioning.
Ooh.
And roll a d8. Perfecto.
All right.
You have enough to fire 1 more weapon.
Do we have enough to do it again?
You have 1 more CP.
One more. Only one.
Only one more.
Oh no, 2 more CP. Yeah.
Only 1 weapon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Do we go with the double D4 or the D8?
Well,
2d4.
Yeah, do what you can do.
Pew pew.
All
Never
right.
pew when you can pew pew.
Never pew when you can pew.
All right. And with your bonuses, you do hit.
All
Okay.
right.
Hell
12
yeah.
on the die. Hell yeah. Nice.
Better than the last roll. By 1.
Navu, over comms, you hear the hum and screech. You go, as the pits penetrate the flesh of this space whale, and you notice that globules of fat and viscera kind of come out the side of the whale. It's still floating, and the red light is still blinking on the whale's eye augment, and the whale let's see
His
here.
tail.
Okay, cool. It maneuvers around and is going to attempt to chomp on your ship.
Oh, good thing you got those shields up.
Welcome.
And it is just a hit.
Ooh.
So the whale turns itself around and aligns with your ship, and its jaws, you notice a darkness coming around the front of the cockpit as you feel the ship shudder, as you notice these stalactite like spikes coming down from the top, and it doesn't reach into your hull, but you hear mechanical alarms, and A-hole comes up. did they just bite us? And you all take 2d4 damage.
Okay.
We
that
do
will
where the
breach
ship's
our-
shields do.
The ship shields do.
Yeah, does not breach our tent. So. Whew.
Okay, guys, what's happening? I can't tell what's happening right now, guys.
So y'all took
We
6
have
damage.
done it! We have flown into the whale's throat!
Like, it's totally what Major Tom just said. They came after us. They're trying to.
Thrani, I am so proud of you. You have overcome your fear and flown down the throat of the enemy.
No.
We were bitten.
Not what happened at all.
There's a difference.
Yeah, the whale, as it tries to bear down through your shields, I imagine that the force was just too much for it, and you kind of shoot forward just a little bit out of their mouth. And now it is y'all's turn.
Okay. Well, I believe that worked out quite well last time. Yes, I think we go same order.
Right, and you're starting with 0 CP going into this round.
Yes, engineering gives us 1. Captain action. Alright, I am going to go above and beyond. I shall use my diplomacy, if it's okay, to give rousing speech. Perhaps we have never faced fire-breathing whale before, and perhaps fire-breathing whale just tried to bite us. But today is not the day that GT Hoopty get blown into little smithereens. No! Today is the whale get blown into little smithereens.
Yeah!
Let us forward unto the breach and destroy this whale.
Yeah! See me doing facing a wall because I can't see you. I'm emphatically cheering you on.
Nice. So go ahead and roll your diplomacy.
It is 14.
That definitely makes. So you get,
Okay.
let's call it.
My charisma mod?
Yeah, what's your charisma mod?
3.
3?
Oh, I thought it was the ability mod.
The ability mod being charisma is the ability, not skill.
Oh,
So that would give us 3 CP.
Plus the one from engineering, so 4.
Is good GM?
Let's call it 5. You get 5 CP from it.
Oh, 5 CP from whole thing. Yay. That give us 6 CP.
You're very
Yes.
leaderly, Major Tom.
Is very rousing speech.
Ew.
You know, Russian national anthem play in background.
All right.
You know, great big flag come up on view screen. Okay, so that cost me 0 CP, and then I will support gunners again.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, and then we go to pilot.
So, like, I'm gonna try and put us somewhere a little better than like the mouth, because I'm not up for being eaten. And I actually paused for a second as we're being flung out, and like you can tell that once again, this whole witch warper thing, like just I start seeing all of the goods and bads of what can happen, and I'm going to attempt to choose a better outcome than being eaten. Let's see what happens with the roll. Oh, I choose poorly.
Oh no. What did you do to us?
That's a 17.
Okay. That's not bad. What's the ability? Describe that.
So strategic positioning is the one I've been doing all along, which is trying to put us in a better spot so that we have advantage on our attacks. So I'm trying to find a place that'll really probably put us near the engine or the power core so that Yi can hit what Yi needs to hit.
Perfect. So what happens is you are definitely able to maneuver the ship. You know that you're doing it out of a position of weakness because you were just in the jaws of this beast, and you arc the ship around, but you notice that the whale isn't able to compensate for all of your maneuvering, especially since their engines have been malfunctioning. So you are able to bring the hoopty around and lock on into a great firing position.
All right, you. So this is all you. If you can just like take out the tail, then we can just dance around this thing until we're done.
All right, comms.
Yes, let's do it. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
You know, I was going to try and boost our shields, but I can't do that and let ye still have the CP to gun. So I am instead going to do my duty and get you that one extra so you can fire all.
Yes.
Gosh, you're the best.
And I am supporting gunnery, so it's -2.
Can you go above and beyond
course.
again?
I
is that
could. Just to, yeah, I could do that. I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of go above and beyond and try and do a sensor sweep of the whale to see, kind of in the same way that somebody would use a, oh god, I can't think of the spell right now, but just to see how bad it is.
Okay.
And if there's a good place to fire other than fire at its ass.
Yeah.
So, computer fantasy ground.
You begin cross-referencing the scans of the whale with like whale biology to find out where the sphincter actually is.
That's an 18.
nice?
I imagine with this scan, and because of your persistence in giving scans on this whale, you're able to tell that it's a colossal magical beast that's from the plane of fire, but it's actually fairly common because it does have a planar hopping ability. Though this is probably the first time that y'all have ever encountered such a beast.
Oh, absolutely.
You do know that it has been augmented to be maneuvered. You can see the different augments in it, and that it isn't able to be crewed. So you imagine it's being controlled.
It's quite refined.
Okay, so it may be more effective instead of taking out its propulsions to take out its like core, essentially, like its core processing unit, whatever is controlling it.
Like, if we take out the core, does that kill the whale?
It may. I don't know how it's integrated. I just know it's not from our plane, and it is being controlled, not crewed. So that may be more effective than taking out, but you know, it's not my call. It's just what my science tells me.
This all sounds like really sad suddenly. That poor
You'll
whale.
pardon my if you will pardon my Elvish, but I think that the whale shooting fire at us is quite crude.
That is true. It is. You could target a system and still have enough CP to fire all.
Hell yeah.
He's like, I don't feel bad about shit here.
Boss music starts playing. like the stage music like shifts, so it's like the final stage.
All right. So at this point, I'm a little bit tangled in the things because I've just been turning around and around and around, and we can't afford wireless right now, so I'm a little bit tangled. But I'm small, so I manage, and I'm like, okay, target systems. All right, let's do it. And I target the I target the thing, so it stops. So it makes it easier for us to hit it.
Okay.
The
The
tail thing.
Or are you going for the power core? Like,
Oh, I guess either or, right?
not
Are they both fucked or?
Are you targeting blowhole or sphincter?
Wait, I thought they were weren't they the same thing?
No, we determined blowhole and sphincter not the same.
Oh no.
But a blowhole might be a sphincter.
Oh, so it's like a square rectangle thing.
It is. It's the square rectangle conundrum.
Yes.
Let's see. I guess either or works, but I guess if I'm close to the power core, I'll do power core. If I hit, anyways.
Awesome. So you're gonna Luke Skywalker this.
Yeah.
You have a +2
Yes.
from what I did earlier, so go
Okay.
for it.
And this is basically a free action thanks to the support from
Yep.
Major
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah. So that's a +2 +3.
So it's a 14 to hit, and you just hit.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, yo.
So go ahead and roll damage for me.
That's the D8 one. Yeah.
3. Okay.
That D8 really likes threes.
Yeah. Big fan.
And,
Oh,
and
fantasy grounds.
Yeah.
you have enough CP to actually fire all the weapons now.
Oh, I was born ready. And so I do a little jump to like almost jump rope over the the wires. And as I do so, you know,
Okay. Oops.
Each of those gets a +2, so
Okay. So +2 to that, and then what's your...
Dex 3.
Okay. So that gives you... They both hit.
Oh,
14 and a 15.
Woohoo!
heck yeah.
Shields are down, engines are down.
Take it out.
Well,
Eight.
Oh, max damage. Nice.
okay. And
Pew,
then
pew,
your second...
pew.
Pew pew. Max damage.
It's a
Nice.
pew.
Okay. So describe to me what it looks like when you destroy the space whale.
Yes.
I'm over here and doing like, it's like a visual show. I'm performing right now for my friends on the ship, along with bringing death and destruction to everyone on that flaming whale, including the whale. And so I am here and I'm like, okay, all right. And I like, my tail is feeling out where the wire's out so I can jump each time I have to do a 360 or 180 to go. And as we're going and the thing is flapping, I'm like, oh no, not this time. And I lock on and I go with one of them. But then we move a little bit to the side. I'm like, oh shit, recalibrate other one. Then I'm pew pew with the small one. And I'm making all the sound effects on the ship. That's exactly what's happening. I'm like, bang, pew pew, psh, ah, ah. Everyone is dying. And I'm just imagining like the as like things start blowing up and like I see little explosions. I'm like, I got it. Oh, I got you. Take that, you old blowhole.
I just imagine in like your headphones, you just hear ding 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 ding.
New
It's-
high score.
It's like you hit a jackpot.
Popping out from where the nose, where it covers your nose, and just like coins everywhere.
Yeah. Dring, dring, dring.
So you see that where there were once augments on this whale, they've all kind of disintegrated into dust. A light shoots through the eye and explodes, and you see just a socket that's left. And the whale just seems to be drifting now, as other portions are just leaking viscera and different parts. And the whale kind of turns their belly towards your ship as it kind of drifts away from your arc. At the same time, you can notice the escaping ship, their engines fire out and a big belch of flame as it just starts coasting, and the ship itself is also beginning to turn, arcing their engines up towards, and it looks like they are also just drifting. Steph.
Is the whale headed towards the far portal station?
No, it seems just to be kind of harmlessly floating. You know that if it is if it stays here for too long, it'll be pulled in by the gravity of the sun. But for right now, it is just kind of drifting away from you. A-hole kind of pops into all of your comms. It seems that Far Portal Station is hailing you.
Hello, Far Portal Station. This is the GD Hoopty. We have won the day. Please give us congratulations.
Yes, absolutely. My name's Station Commander Jory. Thank you so much for taking on this fire whale and protecting this brilliant discovery from beyond the portal. You've done so much, but if I can ask of you, can you board that ship and check it out for me? We want to be able to make sure that our scientists have full access to explore all of the discoveries on this ship.
Okay, please hold station.
Will we be compensated?
Put him on hold. and turn around to everyone else. Man from Far Portal Station, name station, want us to go get on ship and check you out. Do we want to do this?
The whale or the other one?
No, the other one. Whale is just for fun later.
If it doesn't get sucked into the sun first.
Ooh, sun surf the whale. This is like fun.
Why don't you make sure we're going to be paid and let them know that whale came from the plane of fire?
Okay. Unhold. Hello, station. Are you there, station?
You're Jory, and you didn't know this, but A-hole put on some melodic music for you, and so Jory's like, yes. This is
okay.
Satan.
Yes. First, I must offer you information. It seems whale come from plane of fire.
Oh, that's extraordinary. This is something that we've always hypothesized about this far portal. But will you do it? Will you board the ship for me?
Maybe. We must know, is we be compensated?
And at the mention of compensation, Jory becomes audibly befuddled. Like, it's something that they've never really had to consider before. Compensation. Oh, right. Yes. Of course. Yes, we will definitely compensate you. We don't make much as far as the beneficiary to the station, but we have some money in our budget for expenses. We can move some stuff around for you. Would 1,000 credits do?
Okay, please be hold, please.
I already start the ship going in the direction of their ship.
Turn back around. He offer us 1,000 credits.
Let's do this.
Okay, yep. Yeah, so let's go. Let's go save some shit.
Okay, unhold.
Already on our way.
All right, Mr. Station Man, we will do for 1,000 credits.
All right. Oh, well, thank you so much. We are so grateful for your service here. I'm just, sad you had to take out that magnificent creature, but it was going to destroy this wonderful discovery, and I feel that outweighs it.
Yes,
I
but
provide...
I feel we are more concerned about the fact that it was trying to eat us.
I can also provide you with any of the scans that I took during our combat.
Oh, we would be grateful. Much grateful for that.
As long as I'm credited.
We can negotiate.
I am a scientist as well, sir.
Absolutely. We can negotiate once you get back to the station, but for now, just please make sure that the ship is safe.
We will.
Like, we're on our way. We got this.
Like, everyone's just like picking up the line at their station and hopping on this call.
That's how it works, right?
I dig it.
I just assumed that this was like the Enterprise where it's like on screen.
Excuse me, am I in frame?
Like, we could afford that.
I'm imagining like the headsets you have at fast food places, the drive-through call.
So what you're saying is people are just walking up to Major Tom and like putting their ear up to it, like grabbing the microphone and talking into it through Major Tom's headset.
Everyone has like the manager override headset just in case for your training. And so we all have that. That's why we're all able to talk.
I mean, the way that you've spec'd out the GD Hoopty, like, each of your workstations can substitute in for every other workstation. So I believe that, like, if you push the proper button sequence, like, a gunnery rig will come down and occupy your space. The problem is that with that much overlay of systems, things get a little bit haywire and weird and conflicty. So as Major Tom is on the comms, everyone's trying to kind of butt in and offer their 2 cents, and so you hear like all these and like it's interspersed with the hold music, and so like somehow in the background you have the little girl from Ipanema playing while everyone is talking to Station Master Jory. And Station Master Jory, you can hear in their voice that this is kind of confounding. They're like, yes, scientific discovery. Oh, I like this song. I'm gonna need to get this one. Oh, yeah, okay, yes, scientific discovery, credits, yes, payment. Oh, okay, yep, gotta go, gotta go. And then they cut out.
Okay, well, we make credits and you make credits, so this is good, yes?
Like, awesome negotiating there. That's so cool. All right, we'll be there in like...
We make excellent team.
It'll take us no time, so if we're going in, we should get ready.
Can I do a computer's check on it just to see what we're going into?
Yeah, so, let's see, what are you doing a computer's check for?
I'm trying to gauge, what the damage is, like, are any of their systems down?
So you can...
Life signs.
Yeah, you can do, a computer's check to, let's see here.
Oh! I rolled a nat 1!
Alright, so, I feel like because of all the comms madness that was just happening, you still have the little girl from Ipanema playing over your headset specifically, and A-Hole has locked you out of your station.
A-Hole, what are you doing?
Toned and tender, young and lovely.
A-Hole!
Yeah, yes?
I need to scan the ship. I can't do that with you locking me out of my station.
Again, I only have so many nodes. That call took up all of them. What were you doing? All of you needed to talk to him at once?
Like, we all get a vote in what's happening. So, yeah.
Alright. So, let's see here. Go ahead and do, what? Go ahead,
You?
I was going to ask if I could go ahead while they're having all that issue with A-Hole, if I could just roll a life science to check for life signs.
Yeah, go ahead. 13 plus your scanners, which is
oh yeah.
So that's a +2, so you have a 15. You do receive back that there are some life signs. You can't really target where they are in the ship, but you do sense that there are life signs aboard. Does anyone want to try?
Can I determine species?
No.
Okay.
You cannot.
Okay.
Does anyone want to roll engineering checks?
I would
Sure.
like to.
I have found life signs. There are signs of life.
Signs of life. Yee. I can
Well,
roll
that's
engineering.
reassuring.
Oh,
Woo!
nat 20! That's
Nat
2 for you.
He's up in this.
So I imagine while everyone else is kind of going through and doing things on their systems, describe to me what Yi is doing successfully.
Well, Yi broke her. Well, okay, here's Yi still has a VR headset on, so she couldn't have the manager call thing on her head. It it hurts her ears to have them on top of the VR set. So She's just letting her friends deal with that. Yi, on the other hand, while she was untangling from everything, took out her tablet as she's just, on sort of her back, just like, it's sort of like when you don't want to, you're lazy and you're not taking off your pants like with your hands, you're just sort of kicking them off little by little. I'm doing that with with the wires. While I have like a tablet of just being like, all right, let's check for engineering. And I'm just like clicking everything about. And then I'm like, oh, someone forgot to, I don't know why their password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. The easiest one every time. And just like 1 2 3 4 5 6. And I was like, I see everything now.
Though the ship's engines are offline, but nothing is ahead of it in its trajectory. Even though the ship itself is battered and its systems look like they might be singed, the ship is a work of art. It has curves and spines of gleaming brass, which is combined with dark plating that gives that ship a feel of half architectural and half insectile. It looks almost like it is living. There are oblong domes set in the middle of the top of the ship that look like eyes, and they're opaque. You can't really see through them. Along the bow, there is something written in a language. What languages did anyone take languages?
All right. Well,
Nope.
I have Common and Elven.
Okay.
Common and Goran.
Okay.
Elven? I think I still have Elven.
Okay. You can choose to try to get help from the Far Portal Station if you want, since they've been researching this thing, the portal itself for a long while. They may have information. You can also do a mysticism check.
I'll do a mysticism. Why not? I'll give it a go. Or Fantasy Grounds can continue to make me suck and I roll the 7.
All right.
A-hole is living up to their moniker.
Yes. So I think that that with Yi's success though, and it's made it kind of simple. In fact, Yi was able to pull up the schematics through the scans of this vessel, and on your heads-up displays, you see this in like almost pristine 3 dimensions, and you can kind of move it around with your hands. And looking at the phrase, it's in a language that you haven't seen before, but it looks familiar in a way. Do you want to get help from the station, or do you want to just leave it?
Yeah, I want to get help from the station. Navu will most likely take a screenshot and hail the station.
Station Master Jory comes back on. Hello.
Hello, Jory. This is Science Officer Navu from the GD Hoopty.
Yes.
And I am sending you an image from the ship that I need some help translating.
Of course. And they receive the image. Oh my goodness. Do you know what this is?
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't recognize it.
Well, the language is Ignan, and it reads, Breath of Embers. This is fascinating. I'm gonna need to get off so we can take our own readings, but thank you again so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
And they release the comms.
So, according to Jory, the ship is called the Breath of Embers.
Wait, by ship you mean whale, yes? Because that had ship with Breath of Embers.
No, I mean the ship that we're looking at in front of us.
But this ship has not breathed embers.
I'm wondering if they were both from the plane of fire.
That does like make the most sense. Yeah, that seems right.
A little on the nose, if you ask me. I would have gone with something cooler.
Cooler.
Oh yes, I see what you did there. Yes, it's
don't know,
funny you make joke.
It is quite a beautiful ship, and I don't usually say that about non-organic things, but it almost looks organic.
I think it might be organic. Honestly, I'm a little, little 50-50 on that one. Has some eyes, has the spines. Might be kind of like the whale. Kind of organic, kind of not.
All right, GM.
Yes.
I would like to know. I would like to roll a culture check and see if I can recall at any time having seen a humanoid creature from the plane of fire.
Okay.
Can I assist?
Absolutely.
That is a 22.
Never mind.
You do know that there are Ignan people who live on the oh my gosh, why can't I think
Burning
of it?
Archipelago.
Yes, thank you. The Burning Archipelago. There are sects of Afridi people who have made their settlement there. They don't talk much about the Plane of Fire. They for some reason are hoping to forge their new life in these pods on the sun.
Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to use my ability to transform into a medium-sized humanoid and make myself look like an Ignan.
Okay.
Which means I don't actually have like fire hair, but everything forms like fire, and if I kind of like move my head, it kind of like moves a little bit like fire, like flops around.
So really, you look like somebody cosplaying the Human Torch.
Sort of, yes. Actually, that's the closest I can get to it. Like there's no heat, there's no actual fire. It just looks like fire. You know, if you squint from a distance.
Not even Navu like reflexively tries to back away because fire.
Oh, man. How long does it take us to get to the ship?
That is a great question. Roll me a piloting check.
Oh, that's a 19 plus whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
6.
So with your piloting check, after all of this analysis has been done, describe how oh my gosh, Thrani goes to dock.
So, just so y'all know, I like scanned for where the airlock is, and it's over here under this like sort of belly space. It's really weird. I don't know.
It's towards the aft of the ship.
Yeah. So.
But of course it is near the sphincter.
Yeah, and so I assume since the hoopty is
you.
so weird, like we have like an airlock, but it's like dead center on the bottom of the ship. So I have to like turn us upside down in order to do this docking maneuver. Remember to buckle in or whatever, and let's go. And I just very smoothly pull us in and sort of curve gently under and then dock. And it's a thing of beauty.
It is. It absolutely is. The ship isn't moving other than its, inertial movement through space. So you absolutely are able to align your docking ports, and you connect very skillfully. Even A-Hole comes on and says, "Wow, that was a thing of beauty."
You know, A-Hole, I do not think now is time for sarcasm.
Can you get off the ship so I can flush my nodes?
Can I check to make sure the ship has breathable air
Absolutely.
for our fleshy compatriots?
Oh, do you not have to breathe?
I don't know.
I mean, you're a plant, I suppose.
It's a 17.
Physical sciences. Yeah, so you scan the ship, that'll be a +2. It looks like it does have breathable atmosphere, and that life support systems are on, and that there are some gravity generators running. You're not able to get a comprehensive scan of the ship because there has been so much damage done to it.
Alright. Well, at least all of us will be able to breathe. So,
Probably good thing.
well, it's best to check if we need suits. Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna gear up.
You make your way to the
Major
airlock.
Tom's going to like readjust their flesh hair.
The flames kind of flop a bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let us go meet ignorant friends. We go look around, get paid. It's easy money.
So you make your way to the airlock, and what are y'all going to do?
So, should we maybe hail them and let them know we're coming on? Or just, like, walk in all boss?
We should probably hail them.
Oh, cool.
Would you like me to open a channel? Or...
Yeah, you totally got this.
This is the GD Hoopty hailing the Breath of Embers. Can anyone respond?
You only hear static and just nothing discernible. Go ahead and roll me a computer's check, I guess.
Okie dokie. It's an 11.
Yeah, you're just not able to make a connection.
I think their system is too damaged to connect.
Well, at least we tried. Let's go.
We'll just knock before we get there.
Yes, and we open door, we go loudly, we say hello.
So you know that the airlocking mechanism is your exterior door and their exterior door, and they're pushed together with a small corridor in between them. You're opening your door?
I suppose yes. This is thing to next step.
Great. So with a hiss and the repressurizing of the joined corridor, your doors slide open. I imagine that they kind of maybe creak a little bit. You know, it's the hoopty.
They get stuck about halfway, and we gotta like smack them to finish opening.
Yeah. So they hiss open, and you see their airlock there. You see some controls. They're written in the language that looks very familiar to the outside of the ship.
This is not my thing. Yeah.
Major Tom is going to stare at it real closely. Real good look at it. Don't understand any of this.
Hey, a-hole.
Flushing nodes.
Useless fucking shit.
You can either roll computers, engineering, or mysticism to interface.
Again, Major Tom just start pushing buttons.
All right.
How's a dirty 20 do you on mysticism?
The dirty 20 works just fine. You're able to...
Major Tom puts finger over button and looks back at Navu.
And Navu directs them to the correct one.
Yep. Navu knows which buttons to press, and the red lights indicate that the system is fully operational. And you're able to push the right button, and there's a hiss, and the airlock opens into this wedge-shaped room. It is about 10 to 15 feet deep, and about 10 feet wide at its widest point. there's a door that leads at the far end of the hallway towards the east.
Okay, towards the east.
Towards the east, and then one that opens towards the north.
Okay.
Which direction, according to the scans we have, would be taking us to the equivalent of their bridge?
That would be towards the north. You know that you docked near the engines.
All right, so let's just get to the bridge and see what's going on.
So there are overhead lights of panels, and they flicker, and they're on for a little bit. They're static, and then they kind of dim, and you get the sense that the systems on the ship are not reliable. Y'all make it into this airlock room. Are y'all going to do any? What are y'all doing?
So I've only got 2 more applications of this, but I would give Yi a life bubble, and then I'd look back and forth between Major Tom and Navu, and I'm just like, I can only do 1 more, so.
Well, they don't need oxygen. Right? I remembered that correctly?
I think so. I'll have to look it up. But for right now, we'll go with it.
Okay, I wasn't sure because you had mentioned something about Navu not needing to worry about.
I wasn't sure, and I looked it up, and I may have just made that up in my head.
That's cool. So then I would reach out and, as I touch each of you, you just look like there's this glitter sheen over whatever you're wearing, and any exposed fur or whatever, it's just got like gold dust at the top.
I'm a very pretty plant being.
Yeah. And okay, so at least we'll be able to breathe if something happens.
Major Tom, meanwhile, is just dancing around, looking everywhere, trying to find an Ignan. Just so excited that oh my god, I'm finally going to get to meet an Ignan. This is so cool.
Do you want to roll me a perception check?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, that's a good.
Sure. How does a 22 do ya?
That sounds great. So as you enter into this port entry bay area, airlock, you notice that on the ground there are different pieces of dark red onyx, and as you search a little bit further, you find 2 more much larger pieces.
Look at these stones they have dropped. They just lay here.
Examining one of them, the largest piece looks like it could be a foot.
Oh. Shit.
Why is this stone shaped like a foot?
Ignis foot?
Those are some really big toesy woesies. Oh, no.
Is
Can
there
I?
a computer terminal? I hate to be a broken record with the computer's checks, but
There is
life science in this instance.
There's a computer's terminal that is connected to the airlock.
All right. Can I do any kind of life science or medicine to determine if this is part of a creature?
Yeah, do life sciences.
Ooh.
Sure, it could be.
It is quite possible that this is foot from some sort of stony creature. I believe we may be dealing with crystal goblins here.
That's a 14 on my computer's check to try and ping down where the life signs were.
With your check, the computer terminal is strictly interfaced with the airlock, so it's very hard to get out of that networking. Yeah, I think this is.
I keep foot.
Okay.
Is very important clue and could be good luck.
And the different pieces of the onyx that you have found.
Yeah, sure. I keep those two, but throw them in bag. Foot go on like little clip-on belt.
Awesome.
And I want to make sure that A-hole locks the ship up until we get back. I don't want to leave the ship just open for someone else to take. I mean, it's a hoopty, but still, I mean, someone could take it.
The one
Enable
of a
the
kind,
club.
man.
Hey. That is our hoopty.
Awesome. Okay. A-hole responds, right. Locked down. Got it.
Did it actually lock? Did we hear the?
Faintly from the bridge, you hear click as all the locks on the windows go down.
Yeah.
And with that,
Yeah. And with that, we will end today's stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching us defeat a space whale and dock ourselves to the Breath of Embers. Tune in 2 weeks to come and watch and listen to us explore this wonderful and fabulous ship. I want to say thank you so much to our cast for coming, and this has been so much fun for me. I really have enjoyed this. So to sign off, let us go in the same order that we signed on. So Steph, take it away.
Hi. I'm Steph. You can find me on Twitter at Steph_Bard. And this is pretty much all I do, except for live tweeting feels about various podcasts and occasionally VODs from streams. So
Nice. PB.
Hi, I'm PP from a PP Plates Inside. You can find me on Twitch and on Twitter. I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And on Mondays, you can find me over on the Greyhawk channel at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, playing some D&D with the Grover we met, where we have all, from what I can gather, sad boys, but we've all lost our memories. So I don't really recognize anyone yet. We just started the game, so there's a lot of hijinks to come with that. On Fridays, I play over on the Wandering DMs channel, where we play some Castle Falcon scene, and we're 2 episodes out from our finale before we start season 2, which I'm super hyped about. So if you are looking forward to knowing more about the Lady Detectives, you can see me over there. And aside from that, that's all I do.
Nice.
Ooh.
Thank you, Miyu.
And I'm Miyu. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Miyu Plays Games. I do ExQueerience Points here, and I'm on a couple of other streams with some other people. So, and maybe some more coming out soon. Don't really know yet. We'll see. Teasers.
Yay! That's awesome. And Kelrick.
Yeah, so I'm Kelrick. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Cormelon, and I help out with the at EQ Points notices. I am on everything on the ExQueerience Points network, so you can find me here. You can find me GMing on our Numenera game with some really talented and wonderful folks. And if you're interested in some really weird and interesting storytelling that Kenny and I did, you can find us on the latest Rolling Misadventures Goblin. It's just messed up 2-episode arc. It's hilarious and a little embarrassing, so super fun things we specialize in. Apparently I have a couple other things in the works to come up. I'm also just on our ExQueerience Points Twitch channel. I've decided that every once in a while I'm just going to log into and play Dragon Age, so randomly you'll find those happening. There's no set time period. It's really just when my kids and my husband give me time to do it.
I feel called out. Hi, my name is Kenny. You can find me on Twitter at PunderDrone. I play on Friday nights with PB on Wandering DM's channel. We play Castle Falkenstein, where I play a non-binary actor named Jasser Tragosian. And we are set in a steampunk world, Victorian, and we just recently explored this haunted house where I decided for no reason to ballroom dance because we had a good floor for it. On every other Saturday, we are here streaming this wonderful Starfinder game. Thank you so much for joining us. On Fridays, we release Numenera, a Numenera podcast. And fingers crossed, we will finish our Pun Time Slasher campaign. We are working with everyone's very busy Pride schedules to get that done. Stay tuned to our at EQ Points Twitter account for more details and information on that and many other things. We definitely want to do more giveaways for this Pride season, and so stay tuned to our Twitter account for that as well.
Thank you for listening to ExQueerience Points Starfinder. If you're looking for more Starfinder podcasts in your life, we recommend our sister podcast, Roll to Fail. They are 6 friends who have no business behind the mic or rolling dice. If you like what we've created here, you should check out the other podcasts on our network. Numenera releases every other Friday, with Kelrick stepping into the GM seat for this adventure utilizing Numenera, a system by Monte Cook Games. This unlikely team is working for the Order of Truth to help communities under the influence of the strange and weird effects of Numenera. They may even actually help people if Tiuna and Rylu would agree on something and Hillian would stop pressing buttons on a whim. Stay up to date on all 3 ExQueerience Points Network podcasts at EQ Points on Twitter and on ExQueeriencePoints.com. Pardon our dust as Kenny continues updating the website. It looks better every day. Until next time, Adventure Hookers!